She was just like, if you don't get out my house, I'm gonna tell them you hit me. I'm gonna call the police. And I'm like, damn, so you just gonna lie like that? I don't feel like she's unstable right now. Like, she just got kicked out of her apartment. I have to go help her move.
You're choosing to have a lot of children, it looks like all at the same time. It's going to be expensive for you. It's going to be very expensive for you.
We're here on a suit affecting the parent-child relationship with an acknowledgement of paternity. Mr. Lewis was served previously, but Miss Dunbar has not been personally served, so I just asked the court to take judicial notice that she is present today.
So noted.
And we have two terms, I believe, that are agreed to, so I'll go ahead and just announce those. The parties agree to be appointed as sole managing conservators, with Miss Dunbar as the managing conservator, and to designate the primary residence of the child in Dallas or any contiguous county. And the parents agree that the child is currently covered by Medicaid. Ms. Dunbar will continue that coverage as neither parent has access to private health insurance at a reasonable cost. And the rest of the terms are contested. So I'll call the mother, Ms. Dunbar. Ma'am, will you state your name?
Kindle, Dunbar.
And what's the name of the child on this case?
Kyra Lewis.
And how old is he?
1.
And when he was born, did Mr. Jose Lewis sign a document stating that he is the biological father?
Yes.
Okay. And did you hear those two announcements regarding conservatorship and Medicaid that I read out?
Yes.
Are you still in agreement with those terms?
I don't see why Mr. Lewis can't afford to put Kyra on insurance as
Okay. Do
primary.
you have any private health insurance available to you at a reasonable cost?
For me,
Do you have any health insurance available that you could enroll the child in?
Medicaid.
Okay. And has there been any family violence in the last 2 years between you and Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
When's the last time an incident occurred?
Oh, like 3 months ago, maybe 2.5 to 3 months ago.
And what happened
It was domestic violence.
between you and Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
And can you explain in specifics what happened between you two?
Um, it was domestic violence, and then the police were called so he could vacate, and that didn't happen.
I need to know specifically what happened as best you can. I know you can, but just saying domestic violence doesn't tell me that's a domestic violence. I need to know kind of briefly what had happened, okay?
I don't remember the reason or whatever, but it's just, hands were put on, and yeah, the police was called for him to vacate. I want him to vacate my apartment,
I
and
need to know what happened before the police came. That's what I need
he
to
put
know.
his hands on me. He hit me.
Okay, and that was a couple months ago. Was he arrested?
No, I didn't report that part of it. I just wanted him to leave the apartment. I didn't want to get him in any more trouble because he's already on probation.
Okay, and the probation he's currently on, is that for a family violence charge against you?
Yes.
And is that from physical abuse that occurred while you were pregnant?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have any protective orders or restraining orders?
No.
And so, are you asking the court to find that there has been family violence in the last 2 years between you and Mr. Lewis?
I mean, there has. He's on probation for it, and that's within the last 2 years. But I mean,
Okay.
I don't.
And are you requesting your address and phone number be disclosed from the court order?
No, he knows where I'm at, where I live.
If you were to move tomorrow to a new address, you'd be required to give it to him. Do you feel comfortable doing that?
Yes.
Okay. And when is the last time Mr. Lewis had possession of the child?
By himself?
Just in general.
He saw his son last week, but he wasn't. It was, me as well. I was there.
Okay. Has he ever had him on his own before overnight?
Well, no. I
And
mean, when we
okay.
lived together, yes, but we were together, but by himself, no.
Are you requesting that Mr. Lewis have supervised visitation with the child?
Yes.
And are you requesting that your cousin, Tiffany Irwin, be the supervisor?
Yes.
And are you wanting it to be every other Saturday and Sunday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m.?
Yes.
Okay. And why are you requesting supervised visits?
Well, for two reasons. The main one is because I don't know where he lives or who it's with. He went from living with me to someone else, like back, and then and he's from Oklahoma. I don't think he even knows who he's staying with or whatever. But I just don't want my son in a situation where if he fails, like let's just say he fails another drug test, he has to go to jail, whatever. I don't know who my son is with, where he is. He doesn't have his own transportation. He's driving someone else's. So all of those factors included with the domestic violence, I just don't feel like it's safe or feasible for my son to be just anywhere, you know.
And
I
has
go ahead.
Mr. Lewis ever physically hurt your son?
My son, no, he has been caught in the crossfire of the domestic violence between him and I, though.
And was CPS previously involved in a case between you two?
Yes,
And what's the status of that?
it's closed. They found nothing.
Okay. Do you have any concerns with Mr. Lewis using drugs or drinking alcohol?
His probation does.
Do you have any concerns?
Yes and no.
Okay. Do you believe that he'd be able to safely care for your child when the child's in his possession?
By himself, no.
Okay. All right, and we've calculated child support for Mr. Lewis to pay at $431 each month beginning September 1st. Are you in agreement with that?
Yes.
We've calculated medical support at $75 each month beginning September 1st. Are you in agreement?
Yes.
Okay. And are you requesting retroactive child support for 6 months?
Yes.
Okay. And those 6 months are December 2024, January 2025, April, May 2025, and then July and August 2025.
Yes.
Okay. And we calculated a total amount of retroactive child support for that date, for that time period at $1,666 to be paid at $50 each month. Are you in agreement with that?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else you want the court to know about your case?
No. No.
Okay, I'll pass the witness. The state calls the father. Sir, will you state your name?
Jose Lewis.
And Mr. Lewis, are you the biological father of the child Kyra?
Yes.
Okay. And has there been family violence in the past 2 years between you and Miss Dunbar?
Yes.
And can you explain in your words what happened in that incident about 2 to 3 months ago?
Yes. She caught me in my phone. She snatched my phone and threw it. So when I tried to go get it, like she pushed me. She put her hands on me first, and then I pushed her back. So
And the police were called out?
yes, and like
And
she was just like, if you don't get out my house, I'm gonna tell them you hit me. I'm gonna call the police. And I'm like, damn, so you just gonna lie like that? She just
and were you or Miss Dunbar, either one of you, arrested?
no,
And you are currently on probation for a prior family violence charge committed against Miss Dunbar, is that right?
yes,
And so you're on probation for that?
yes,
For how long?
8 years,
Okay. And when were you put on probation?
February 2nd
Of
this year.
this year?
Yes, ma'am.
Are there any terms stating you cannot be around Miss Dunbar or the child?
No,
Okay. And you report to a probation officer every so often?
yes, every month.
Okay. And are part of your terms to refrain from drinking alcohol or using drugs?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you have to take drug tests?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Um, Are you okay with being appointed as sole managing conservator with Miss Dunbar, meaning she would make the decisions for the child on her own?
Yes.
Okay. And you heard Miss Dunbar states that she wants your visits to be supervised. Do you agree with that or do you disagree?
No. Disagree.
And are you wanting the standard possession schedule where you have every first, third, and fifth weekend of the month?
Yes.
And what is your current living situation?
Yeah, I live in. I gave them, told them they can give her the address. I live in Louisville. It's a good address on there. No, it's just peaceful. It's nothing.
And who all lives in the residence?
Just my girl and her son.
And then you, okay, so would your son have a designated place to sleep if he comes over to your residence?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And let's see. Are you currently working, making $17 per hour at 40 hours per week?
Yes, 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 I do.
Okay. And does your work offer any private health insurance at a reasonable cost?
I think so. Like insurance, all that stuff. You talking about like benefits?
Health insurance?
Yeah, that's some more, but I'm not officially here. I'm on the temp service, so I'm not officially hired here yet. So,
Okay, so you're not eligible to enroll him in health insurance.
no, ma'am.
Okay. And do you have any other children?
I have four other children.
Are they all
I got my
minors?
Yes, a 9-year-old, a 2-year-old, two and two 1 years olds, and an 8 month.
And are they all your biological children?
Yes, ma'am.
And
I'm on child support.
one of the children you pay child support for, correct?
Yes.
What about the three other children?
No, I co-parent and I send them money from my phone for whatever they
Okay.
say in the diapers, whatever. I send them money.
Okay. And so we calculated child support with credit for one other child at $431 each month beginning September 1st. Do you agree or disagree with that amount?
Disagree.
And can you explain why you disagree?
I feel like that's too much for already, I'm paying for that much for one child, and I got four other children, and I have to take care of like I'm not gonna have nothing to my name.
And is there a specific amount you're requesting the child support be set at?
Yeah, probably 250, 300.
Okay. And so we've calculated medical support at $75 each month. Do you agree or disagree with that amount?
Disagree.
Okay. And can you explain why you disagree with the medical support?
Is I just feel like this too much, and I feel like his mom can do that.
Is there a specific amount you're wanting the medical support to be set at?
Probably 50.
Okay. And the retroactive child support, you heard that Miss Dunbar is requesting 6 months. December of last year, January, April, May, July, and August of this year. Is it correct that you were separated during those months?
No, we were together. I got out in January, but she was still coming to see me while I was locked up in case I'm on behind her. I came straight to the house and my probation was set up there. My probation just got changed addresses last month. Well, earlier this month, really, the address got changed to Louisville.
Okay, so
So
you were in jail for the domestic violence against Miss Dunbar.
yeah, for a couple months, like they picked me up for a couple months. I got out December 8th. I bonded out, and came to her house.
Okay, so December of last year you were released and you have not been back to jail since then.
No, man.
And you're saying that you and her split up and stopped living together in June?
Yes.
So you think the retroactive child support should be just for July and August?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I have receipts on my chime or messages where she's saying he needs diapers, anything, I'm sending the money. So I got my chime receipts where I'm sending her money. I got a receipt where I spent like $200 on diapers and wipes and clothes for him. So
Okay, so are you asking for credit to be applied in the amount of $200?
yes, ma'am. 300,
Okay.
really, it's more than 200. I got money she was saying just from my phone, and then what I had brought to the house for him with receipts. So
So would it add up to how much? $300?
$300.
Okay. Do you have any safety concerns with your address or your phone number being printed in the court order?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Is there anything else you want the court to know about your case?
Yes, I don't feel like she's unstable right now. Like, she just got kicked out of her apartment. I had to go help her move by myself, like, put the stuff and take her to get a U-Haul. She got a car ticket. She owed $3,000 in that. Like, and she smokes weed around my son. Like, I have a video of her smoking weed in front of her daughter and my son before he turned one. So it's I don't feel like it's she's not stable enough right now.
I'll pass the witness.
All right. Well, y'all got sound like y'all have some serious family violence issues. So obviously, I'm making a finding there's been family violence. Mr. Lewis, you need to learn how to deal with other people that don't include violence. You cannot make people, especially other adults, do what you want. They can do what they want to do. And they don't have to follow you. You're not their boss. You're not their dad. Um, so we're making a finding family violence. We're doing sole managed conservatorship. We're doing government medical for health insurance since we don't know about any cheap insurance for now. I am granting Miss Dunbar a non-disclosure based on the history of family violence. Um, Now, so if you have other children, Mr. Lewis, and you're choosing to have a lot of children, it looks like all at the same time, it's going to be expensive for you. It's going to be very expensive for you. That's a choice that you're making to have all these kids and have them all at the same time. Infants are expensive, toddlers are expensive, and you have like three of them all at the same time. So kind of difficult there. Not my choice, at yours. Now, so if you don't have child support orders for the other three kids, then I can't give you credit for those other three kids. I don't have any proof that you're the dad, first of all, of those kids. And secondly, I don't have any proof that you're paying child support for any of those three kids. So
But for
it may
no,
be beneficial. It may be beneficial for you thinking that I don't want to have a court order, but I can't use it to lower your child support in this case because I don't have either one of those two things checked off. If you had a court order, then I could give you credit for those other kids, but otherwise, I don't know if you're lying to me or if it's true. I mean, maybe you are, but I don't have any proof that you're the father of those other kids. Now, the one you do have a child support order for, that's fine. We can definitely include that child. Um, so I've got to ignore that you have any other kids besides these two. So then child support is 431 based on your wages. Um, the medical is $75. That's reasonable. That's pretty cheap for health insurance. I think you'll find out if you get hired on full time, your insurance is going to be a lot more than $75 a month to put this child on your insurance. So you definitely should ask when you get hired on. You got to keep a job. You got a lot of kids to support. So you got to do everything you can to keep this job, get hired on full time. And you really need to work two or three jobs if you got this many kids. Because your fun time is kind of ended. Now it's time to be a parent and they can't work. So you're going to have to work a lot extra hard to support all these kids that you want to have. Um, and based on the family violence, I think the supervised visits is reasonable, but I don't want to do it forever. Let's do it for 15 visits. If y'all want to agree to something less than that later on, that's fine. But based on the issues y'all have had, I don't think we should have standard visitation right now. But when the 15 visits are completed, and I hope that they're completed all consecutively, every other week, every other Saturday, I think it was first and third Saturdays, I think is what we had mentioned. Then after the 15 visits, then we'll go to the regular standard visitation. So I don't want it to be permanent, but we need to get out of this time where y'all have had all these family violence issues. We need to get out of this time where y'all may be mutually using drugs. We need to get out of this time where y'all don't get along. Hopefully, 15 visits is not 15 weeks. It's probably going to be more like longer than that. It's going to be like a year or so. So that should get us to a point where we're a little better off than where we are today. And then we can go to the weekend visits. Um, retroactive support, I'm granting a judgment of $1,500 to be paid at $30 a month until paid in full. And then court costs billed to Mr. Lewis. All right. I hope this improves your situation for the future. Now that we kind of have it set in stone as far as what each of y'all are expected to do. And y'all need to follow the court orders. That should help in the future. So,
Your Honor, will
yeah.
there be an exchange location?
While they're doing the supervised visits, I don't know. Did we have an exchange location? Never heard anything about it.
I think they suggested the mother's cousin, Tiffany Irwin, at her residence. So I just wanted to make sure I could put that in the order.
Is that what you're intending, Ms. Dunbar?
Yes.
Okay. Y'all can also meet at a public place. I'd probably prefer a public place
Okay.
than the cousin's residence, just so that your cousin also will be safe as well. So if y'all want, if the weather's good, maybe go to a park or go to a store or something. I don't know. Wherever she's comfortable supervising. She may not want to do it at her residence, but that's where we are. Okay. When we get to the standard visits, y'all need to meet at a public place. After that, I'm not going to put in here today, but y'all need to probably meet at a public place as well. So that way we don't have any more issues about coming over to each other's residences. You should be able to meet at a store or a restaurant or something like that. So that way, hopefully that'll prevent any future family violence as well. All right. The Attorney General's office put that all in writing, email you a copy. Y'all are done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Thank you.